learned how little I know about bikes.
Yeah, we don't really know how a bike works. We just like riding it. And that's the best way to learn, to be forced into it. Telling you, those squirrel, they're a different breed up here. They're really bad mosquitoes right now. We got to keep moving. Oh, the pain. All right, today's adventure has us on the Washington and Old Dominion Trail, the W&OD, up in the DC area, and we are at the Ashburn trailhead. Well, one of the trailheads in Ashburn. This is the Trailside Park where we're starting. It's like a green tunnel through here. It's so nice. It's a little bit chilly this morning though. So the sunshine will feel good too. The temperature, I think right now might be into the 50s, but it was in the 40s when we started and should get up into the 60s. So it is just a perfect May day to be on this bike ride. Downloaded a GIS map of the whole trail that marks bathrooms, water, bike repair, picnic shelters. So that should come in handy. That squirrel almost hit you. Telling you, those squirrel, they're a different breed up here. They're not afraid of anything. Beautiful. I think we're about 2 miles away from Purcellville, which is the western endpoint. We'll stop and take a little break. We made it to Purcellville. The end, you can see it marked. The end of the trail. This morning, we had an interesting start. And we learned a lot. Some things that we probably should have learned before starting these adventures, these bike adventures. Well, we learned how to change a tire. It was the rear tire, so of course that's harder to take off. Actually, taking it off wasn't that hard. Putting it back on was probably the most challenging. But thankfully that all happened before we even got too far from her house. The driveway. Yeah. So
I learned how little I know about bikes.
Yeah, we don't really know how a bike works. We just like riding it.
Yeah, I was like, I just want to hop on the bike and ride.
Yeah.
But now we learned how to take it all apart, place the tube, put it back on correctly. Mm-hmm. So now,
and that's the best way to learn, to be forced into it.
And then we just rode 20 miles.
Yeah.
So now,
we're at 20. We've ridden 20 miles.
She's holding up good.
Yeah. So far, so good. And the nice thing about this trail is we do pass more towns, pass through towns, and bike repair places I've seen on the map. I haven't really seen any that we've ridden by yet, but we're definitely closer to civilization on this trail compared to the Capitol Trail. It's been beautiful. Farmland, beautiful homes, some neat historic towns like Leesburg. And it's a beautiful day. So far so good. Hopefully the rough part was over before we even started today. So got that out of the way. Yeah. And there are a lot of places to fill up your water bottle, some bathrooms, porta potties. That's been nice. We are at mile marker 45 at the very western end, and so we are about to ride 45 miles. So this trail is 45 miles in length, and we're doing it, out and back. Basically, we're kind of starting at the midpoint and going west, and then going all the way east, and then going back to the midpoint. So we're going to be doing over 90 miles. So it's the Washington and Old Dominion Trail will be 90 miles total, and then we've added on 6 miles to that. So
we just had some food.
Yeah.
So now we're ready to ride again.
We're ready to go.
We'll be good for another 20 miles before I need my next sandwich.
Yeah. There are convenience stores, so we can always buy some food if we need it. So.
And my husband.
Yes. He is on standby.
He's on standby.
If needed. So we've got lots
reinforcements.
Yes. Stay tuned. Horses over there, beautiful farms. Oh, they're so cute. Babies. Cute. We just went through Leesburg again, and there is a bike shop. What was it called? Swim, Bike, Run. At mile marker 34. Yeah, huge rock quarry, Luckstone rock quarry. That somehow we missed while we were going the other direction the first time. Nice place to sit down in the shade as well. There's also a bike repair stand here as well, and we've seen several. So we just passed our access point where we got on the W&OD Trail. We're at 35 and a half miles total, and now we are going to be entering new territory. Looks like this stretch right here is in the sun. We've kind of lost some of our shade, which on a chilly day like today is not a problem. I don't know if you can see it, but we just passed barbecue. Climbing a hill. Okay, we're in Herndon, and we have not found a bathroom, so we're pressing on. This is a cute, super cute little town. Yeah, it's really cute. But they're really bad mosquitoes right now. I don't know if you can see them in the camera, but we got to keep moving. Yeah, lots of places to eat here in Herndon. And another bike shop, Green Lizard Bike Shop or something like that. We are now headed into Reston. We found some porta potties. We are 15 miles from the end. I don't know if I've pointed out this trail over, this gravel trail over to the side of the paved trail is an equestrian trail. We have yet to see any horseback riders though. It's kind of disappointing, but I think that's really cool that runs parallel pretty much, I'm guessing, the whole way. Today is our mom's birthday, and so I guess we are dedicating this ride to her. We're going to do a birthday message for her when we reach mile 0, before we turn around, head back to the midway point. But she is still very active and has been for years, and we probably get our love of being outdoors and being active from her. Climbing another hill. So the trail has widened and it's now very clearly marked. Bike lane traffic and then the pedestrian traffic over there to the left. Very nice through here. This is the end, right? Woo, we made it. All right, we made it to the end, to Purcellville. Wait, no, not Purcellville. Where are we?
Arlington.
Arlington. I think technically Shirlington. The easternmost terminus of this trail. And sadly, there are no benches right here. We're like basically in an intersection. But there is a water fountain and a little bit of shade. We're going to take a quick break. And then we've got 28 miles left to go back to where we started. Well, actually more than that because the extra 3. So
31.
Yeah, to do 96 miles.
and a half.
So we've done over 64 miles. And my body feels it really bad. That's all I know. There's a fun group that we've passed a couple times with really fun helmets. Rachel's taking their picture over there with the sign. It really makes me feel like our helmets are super boring and we need to do something about that. And now we go back. Okay, so when you get to Arlington, closer to Arlington, there's this 4 Mile Run park. It does have a creek. It's very pretty, but there's lots of trails in here that kind of all intersect. And then there's some busy roads that you cross. If you're not paying attention to the W&OD signs, you might end up on a different trail. I almost just flew down one. I stopped suddenly because I don't remember climbing that hill. So I'm glad I did not fly down that hill. It was the wrong trail. So just something to think about. Pay attention to the signage the closer you get to Arlington. But we do want to come back and try some of these other trails that connect to like Mount Vernon Trail. Everything's connected here. So cool. Lots of paved paths. We're now less than 10 miles from our exit off of W&OD Trail to make our final trek home. We made it. We've done a total of 93 miles so far. We've got 3 miles left. But we did all 90 miles of the trail. We did it in both directions. And I'd say, like, it was good. I would recommend. I like that trail.
It's a good mix of up and down. You have a lot of different things to look at. You have a little bit of rural, and then you have a lot of city.
Yeah. A lot of variety.
A lot of variety.
Huge historic towns. Yeah, farmland. I'd say the challenges are there are a lot of road crossings.
That is probably the biggest thing. But people are pretty good about stopping for pedestrians. Because the crosswalks are well maintained, and so they have those automatic flashing lights when you're about to cross. So overall, it's not too bad.
Yeah, and the elevation gain, last time we checked, it was over 3,000 feet of elevation gain. So it's strenuous. I'd say another challenge are the amount of people. Now this is a Tuesday, so I can imagine on a weekend.
It is a heavily trafficked.
Yeah. But so cool. I loved it. It was great. So I'm proud of us. We did it.
One done.
We did it.